Some credit the Foley affair with a Democratic sweep in '06. Could this really have the same effect on the presidential election? An iPhone is hot, but French officials say it may be too hot. Los científicos ya se refieren a estas pruebas como todo un hallazgo. And those are some of today's top medical stories. And after elbowing and shouting your way to a quick interview with some of the biggest stars, winning is actually getting them to say something entertaining. Now, how long before you stand on one of these and you don't feel scared at all? And how long before you feel like they're paying you enough money for this? That's because for the first time in a long time, the tides in Washington seem to be turning. She's Liza with a Z.
And he's Itay with an I.
Anthony, New York, asks, what about confession via Twitter?
Impossible.
Just to give you an idea of the craziness that is sex in the city, hundreds of people waiting for hours. They're the new voices in the House and Senate, and while they might be newbies, they're already trying to make their mark. It's all shot in this green room, then the computer animators go to town with the special effects, shooting stars, doves, anything under the sun.
I saw George Clooney a couple of moments ago.
Did you say anything?
No, my heart palpitated.
Steve Carell says that he saw you and his heart palpitated a bit. What do you think about that?
Well, he could say that because I was with him one drunken evening and he puts out.
This is what you call in TV land a junket. The Billy Elliot kids over there being interviewed. Josefina Scaglione from West Side Story being interviewed over here. And right over here is Allison Janney, who's going to be interviewed by CNN in 2 seconds. Virtual shows are shot and edited just days before Fashion Week kicks off, then webcast while other designers are under the tents. Instead of 30 models, 1 or 2 can cover the runway. How many looks are you putting on today?
I don't know, maybe like 10,
Do you
15?
get paid 10 times as much?
Maybe I should ask them.
What's the first thing you need to think of when walking the virtual runway?
Here I go.
Here
I
I
look
go.
amazing.
I look amazing.
I love what I'm wearing.
I love what I'm wearing.
Ready?
Yes.
Boom. Feel the beat. Move your arms. Look straight ahead. And bam.
Iran's Revolutionary Guard says this is proof it's ready to crush any country that threatens Iran. A bold show of force that has the international community on high alert. The short-range missiles were fired just 2 days after the U.S. and its allies exposed Iran's underground nuclear facility near the holy city of Qum. Iran has since admitted to the site and claims it exists only to create nuclear energy. But U.S. officials estimate Iran is 1 to 5 years away from being nuclear weapons ready.
We don't believe that they can present convincing evidence that it's only for peaceful purposes, but we are going to put them to the test on October 1st.
That's when the countries that make up the permanent members of the UN Security Council, plus Germany, will meet with Iranian leaders. It will be the first direct negotiations between the U.S. and Iran in 30 years. The U.S. says Iran must stop enriching uranium or face crippling economic sanctions. They expect Russia will be on board, but China's commitment is unclear.
The Iranians are in a very bad spot now because of this deception.
All of this has dominated headlines in Tehran, and reaction is mixed. This man says he's proud of his country's strength. This woman says she fears new sanctions will hurt the Iranian people. Iran promises to continue testing missiles over the next few days, despite the diplomatic ripple effects around the world. Itay Hod, CBS 2 News. If you think Twitter is for losers with too much time on their hands, think again. The Twitter craze is reaching some high places. Trinity, a church in downtown Manhattan, is now tweeting their services. For people out there who are going, oh no, even church twittering, what do you say to them?
So get with the program.
Can't make it to Sunday Mass? Tweet the Lord. Just don't push your luck. Anthony, New York, asks, what about confession via Twitter?
Impossible.
Twitter is a website where people answer one simple question. What are you doing? The answer goes out as a tweet in 140 characters or less to anyone who signs up to follow you.
Last night, we hit our 1 millionth follower on Twitter.
Forget Spago, Twitter is where A-list celebrities love to dish. And it's not just Hollywood.
We're going to start the surgery.
Doctors are tweeting surgeries. Cops use it to catch bad guys. And Pizza Hut is now offering summer twinternships.
The worst thing you can do is think that everything you do is interesting.
Peter Shankman is a social networking strategist with 38,000 followers on Twitter. He showed us the power of just one tweet.
And I'll put your username that I'm talking to you, and then we'll see how many new followers you get. 48 followers, 105 to 127.
That's incredible. It may not be everyone's cup of tea, but for millions and growing, Twitter is home, tweet home. Itay Hod, CBS News, Twitterverse.
Derek Hoff wants to be a song and dance man. He started out as just another performer on Dancing with the Stars, but after waltzing to a win last year, he's expanding his repertoire.
We do write our own music, and we play everything, on the album.
Even though he's famous for his hips, his passion is music. His band, Ballas Huff, is about to release its debut album, a collaboration with his best friend and Dancing with the Stars colleague, Mark Ballas. And yes, he knows everyone will be wondering,
Aren't those the dancing guys?
Yeah, definitely. They come in and they're like, oh, here's these dancer boys, in their little tights and little dance ballet shoes or whatever, But once we started playing, I think we've kind of won everybody over that have seen us play live.
At 23, he has several fan sites. He's dating actress Shannon Elizabeth, his partner from season 6, and this season he's teaching rapper Lil' Kim how to bust a move.
I was a little worried. I'm like, oh man, I hope I'm cool enough for her.
I was a bit intimidated when he tried to teach me a few moves.
Hey, yeah, that was cool.
Now he's stepping up his game, tapping the ivories to fame and fortune. Itay Hod, CBS News, Tenafly, New Jersey.